This is a yeast. I love bread. Bread is incredible. Bread is nourishing. Bread is amazing. But this stuff ain't bread. This isn't really much anything apart from really hard to digest. So tell me what makes a good loaf of bread. There's 3 easy things to remember. So I left some flour and some water in a jar. I planned to make bread last night and didn't get around to it, and then this happened. What's happening is there's carbohydrates in the flour. Now, bacteria that are all around are breaking down the carbohydrates in this flour and they're releasing carbon dioxide. And the carbon dioxide is getting trapped in the dough, makes bubbles in the dough. And what happens is the air gets in there and it makes the dough rise. This is the original yeast. This is a wild yeast. And the process to get to this was called fermentation. Humans have been doing this fermentation for thousands of years. Without scales, without the ability to control the temperature, we have all of those tools today. You don't need to be an expert. I just mix flour and water. It just takes time. That's the key here. This starter, we're here to talk about this. This starter is the start of making bread. Hence, the starter. For sure, I get you. I love bread. Bread is incredible. Bread is nourishing. Bread is amazing. Bread is what we survived on for so many years. But this stuff ain't bread. Bread should be nourishing. It should be full of good carbs. It should be full of vitamins and minerals. This stuff ain't got none of that. It's not helping us. It's not nourishing us. Thousands of years of civilization is built on eating bread made out of ground up wheat and water. Those civilizations, those people, okay, they may not have lived as long as us because they didn't have all of this modern medicine, but they did not have as many diseases linked to diet as we do now. There's a bunch of stuff in here that makes it stable on the shelf, right? So that it can sit on the shelf for longer, because when we make a product, we can't sell it. The longer we can have it sit on the shelf, more chance we've got of someone buying it, right? Much harder than if you make a fresh loaf, you need someone to buy it today. This isn't real bread. In fact, this isn't really much anything apart from really hard to digest. Pretty much all of the fibre is removed. So tell me what makes a good loaf of bread. There's 3 easy things to remember. Firstly, not white bread. Just plain, made using plain white flour. Flour is amazing, but plain white flour is the white part of the flour is the very inside of the white of the wheat grain. It's the energy part, it's the sugar part. We've taken away the outside of the grain and left us with the sugar, essentially. Now, our bodies need sugar, we need the energy. Not terrible. Wheat, when it's grown, it comes as a grain. The grain is nature's packaging things up for us to eat. Like, nature packages things up in a way that makes our bodies are used to digesting, you know? A wheat grain is covered with fibre. When we eat fibre, fibre helps to line our gut. It helps us to take up the sugars in a nice controlled way, not bang, spike, right? So nature packages up this seed with fibre on the outside, sugars on the inside, so that it makes a nice steadier flow of energy release for us. Now we take the grain and we smash it, get rid of the fibre, because we don't give a shit about that. And we take the sugar part and we make the bread with it. It's like you drive a car, right? Now we want the energy from the bread, right? It's like a car. You have a car, you want the car to get from A to B. And you put petrol in the car and it will do that. But it's like there's this whole crash tested shell around the car to protect you when you're going at speed, because there's danger. It's the same with the seed. The seed around that sugar is protecting you from the sugar, because you need the outside of the car, the outside of the crash tested structure to keep you safe. Imagine driving the car with nothing around it. The journey there, oh my god, you're going to get there, stuff hitting you in the face, your hair's all over the place. Not a pleasant journey. It's exactly the same. The wheat grain, without the fibre, your body's not the journey of getting that energy for your body is not fun at all. You're going to get there, but it's going to take your body a hell of a ride to get there. Your blood sugar levels are going to be a bit all over the place. Whole grain means more vitamins, it means more minerals. Number 2, fermentation. Fermentation is the process where the carbohydrates in the product are, the digestion of the carbohydrates is underway. It means the digestion of the carbs is starting already outside the body. It's breaking them down, making it nice and easy for your body to absorb into a nice, like, good stream of energy into the body. It can unlock all of the sugars and all of the energy really easily. A nice even flow of sugar into the blood. Undergone the fermenting process, made the sugars easily available for you. You don't want bang up and down blood sugar when bread hasn't been fermented, so your body has to do the work. Slow and steady always wins the race. There are no quick wins, not in eating, not in life. I don't care what any crypto investor tells you. And not only that, without fermentation, the release of carbon dioxide that gets trapped in the dough as a result of the digestion of the carbs, or that happens inside your gut. This is why we feel bloated and unpleasant. It's not pleasant. Brown doesn't always mean better. You know, I've been to the supermarket and they just got a bunch of sugar and put it in there and call it brown bread. Bread with a few seeds on the outside. There's no seeds on the inside, just to make it look a bit more healthy for you. And then just that plain white stuff, plain white sourdough. Get something with some grains in it. Follow the 3 do's. I guarantee you can eat as much bread as you want. If you found this useful, subscribe and let me know, because I might make another video like this.